guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jacqueline and this is my first ever video here on YouTube. I did this look right here. It's smoky, bronzy, very summery look, and if you guys would like to see it, keep on watching. So I'm going to start with my eyes. I'm going to take MAC Soft Ochre paint pot that looks like this and prime my eyelids. I'm using this brush, which is from the Morphe Vegan set, the 9-piece. I really love this primer. You can even use this primer to like clean up your brows when you do them. Just like that, it really cancels out any discoloration that you may have. Okay, so once your eyelids are primed, I took 2 pieces of tape and put them on the back of my hand. I'm going to use them on the edge of my lash line, just so the look is more precise. I put the tape on the back of my hand so it's not too harsh on my eyes. So once that is on, I'm taking 2 palettes today. I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty More Brown Obsessions and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism Palette. I'm so excited to use this. This is one of my recent purchases and I've only used it once before, so I'm excited to dig in again. So to start off, I'm going to be taking a fluffy brush. I'm going to be taking the Sephora Pro Blending Large 27 brush. It looks like this. And I'm going to be digging into the first and the last of the middle section. Into my crease. Okay, so once those are blended out, I'm going to be taking a fluffier crease brush. This is the Morphe M433 brush, and I'm going to be taking from the Prism Palette Eden, the pink shade, and putting it right below that crease. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this look yet, but I know I want it to be pop of colors for the summer. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to be taking this shade right here on the bottom right corner with this brush right here. It's a Glamour Dolls brush. I recently got this brush in one of my Ipsy bags. So I'm taking this one and I'm going to put it on the outer V, and I'm going to drag this all into the bottom of the crease as well. It's okay if it gets messy because I'll be using concealer to clean it up. So, once that's blended out, I'm going to be taking this purple shade right here. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to be taking some concealer. I'm going to use the paint pot that I used and carve out my lid, and I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush. It's also from the vegan set, and I'm going to carve out my lid. I'm going to do about half of my lid. Once that's done, I'm going to be taking this Morphe brush from the vegan set that looks like this for the lid, and I'm going to be taking the shade Eternal. It's a super glittery gold slash orange, and I'm going to be applying that on top of the concealer. I think I might use a finger to do this instead. Let's see. Really pretty shade. Okay, so once that's done, I'm going to be taking the same brush I used my crease color with, the Sephora Pro Blending Brush 27, and just kind of blend the whole thing out. Once that's done, I'm going to be taking a brush that looks like this. And I'm taking the darkest shade in this palette, this one right here, and I'm going to line my lash line with it and sort of do like an eyeliner and then smoke it out. So you don't have to be super precise with it. See, this is where having the tape really comes in handy. Okay, so once it's done on both sides, I'm going to be taking this brush right here. I'm actually not sure where this brush came from, but it looks like this. It's double-ended. I'm going to be taking the smaller end and just blending that out a little bit. Done, I'm going to peel off the tape. And see, it gave that really nice sharp line. I'm going to put some falsies on. So I'm going to be using the Lily lashes in the style Miami. These have really been going around YouTube lately and I became obsessed. So I'm going to be taking the Duo Lash Glue. It looks like this. Some lash glues irritate my eyes. This one seems to be fine. I love Lily lashes because you can use them so many times over. Okay, while I wait for those to dry, we can go ahead and prime our face. I'm going to be using the MAC Prep and Prime. It looks like this. This is a great primer. I really like it. It sort of gives a blurring effect, which I like. Anyway, so once those are on, I'm going to be taking a damp beauty blender and the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream Foundation. This is actually one of my favorite foundations. It covers up acne really well, it covers up hyperpigmentation really well, so that's one of the main reasons I love this. So like, look, that's just one layer and it's already done a pretty great job. And I'm taking the Naked Skin Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. Looks like this. It's one of my absolute favorites. I think it goes really well with this foundation. I also like the Tarte Shape Tape. With this one, actually, I usually put the Shape Tape in the front and then this one in the back because the Shape Tape is really great at covering dark circles. So I'm highlighting underneath my eyes, my forehead, the bridge of my nose, and my chin. Just gives you a really flawless finish. I'm gonna take some translucent powder. I'm actually using the Mercier packaging, but this is not the translucent powder in it. I'm using the Ben Nye translucent powder. I'll link it down in the description box for you guys to know. I remember the packaging on that translucent powder was terrible, so I put it in here when I ran out of the Lord Mercier one, and it just works really well. So I'm taking some of that, putting it under my eyes. I'm gonna bake with it for a little bit. My chin, bridge of my nose, my forehead, basically everywhere we highlighted, including my smile lines because foundation tends to just sit there and it doesn't look so good. I'll just blow up my cheeks so that it really seeps in. I'm going to be doing my brows with Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil. I really love this. My sister recently put me onto it and I've been using it ever since. First I'm going to wipe away this bake. I don't like to sit it there for too long, so I would keep it on for like a minute and then I take it off. Once that's done, I'm taking the brow pencil like I said and filling in my brows. I like to keep my brows looking pretty natural and I feel like this is the perfect pencil brush for it. If I was going for like a heavier full coverage like brow look, I would be using the Anastasia Dip Brow on top because that's a really great product. So I line the bottom and then fill in the sparse hairs. I'm going to be taking the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. I'm using a brush that looks like this. This is also from the vegan set. And I'm just going to take some and put it under my eyes. I just place it there. I think it gives a really nice brightening yet natural look. I'm going to bronze up the face. And I'm going to be using the Hoola Benefit Bronzer that looks like this. It's one of my favorite bronzers, and I'm going to be using the Morphe R2 brush. I actually picked up this brush from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe collection. I love it. I like to use this brush and drag it along the sides of my nose for a nice little contour. Getting a little definition. And then the forehead. I usually place it there and then blend. It gives you such a glowy bronzed look, like it's so beautiful. Next I'm going to go in with blush. I'm using the Tarte Blush Bazaar. It's the Amazonian Clay Blush Palette. This is honestly one of the best purchases I've ever made. It has a bunch of blushes. It has 8 to be exact. I believe these two are highlighters, so it has 8 blushes. This is a highlighter and this is a highlighter, I believe. And after you buy this, you never have to buy blush again. Tongue twister. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with Painty Endless, which is these two, with this brush, and this is also from the vegan collection. Oh, these blushes give you such a beautiful natural flush. I'm going to take this brush, the Morphe one, looks like this. It's a big powder brush. This is also from the 9-piece vegan collection. And I'm just gonna like blend it out to make it seamless. And then we get to go in with the best part, which is highlight. I'm going to be using Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop. This is what it looks like. I recently got this little tiny while I was traveling, and I love it. This is one of my favorite highlighters. A little bit goes a long way. Wow, can you see that? This is so beautiful. It gives you such a radiant look. I'm going to take a little brush. See, look at that pop of color. Alright, so I'm going to go in with a lip liner with MAC and Soar. Looks like this. MAC lip liners. They're really pigmented and they come off as harsh. I always use my finger to blend them out. And then I'm going to go in with a lipstick from Too Faced called Strip Search. It looks like this. It's a really, really, really pretty like nudie pink. Then I'm going to do the lower lash line. I'm going to go in with the darkest shade from the Huda Beauty palette. This one right here. And I'm going to use the same brush I used to do the liner with this color. And I'm going to put it on the very outside of the lower lash line. Super close. Just like that. And then with this brush that looks like this, I'm going to go in with the lighter pink shade, Eden, right there, on the inner half. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do, or second to last thing, is put some mascara on my lower lash line. I'm using the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara. This is actually my favorite. It looks like this. I apologize for the mess. I don't know whose mascara doesn't end up like this with the black all around it. Usually like to go over twice and do 2 coats with this. Oh gosh. Okay, whenever that happens, I just wait for it to dry, take a Q-tip or a tissue and wipe it off. Alright, and for the last step, I'm taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Looks like this.